Hello world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Robothought Zero to Hero series C++ coding in Arduino Mega. Guys, we are on lesson number 20 and I am going to show you different types of data types. Okay, it's a huge list of data types, but we will take one at a time. So in this video I am going to show what a int void data type means, right? Int void. So the data types are basically used to identify the types of data and which is associated functions for handling any kind of data. Okay, so it is used for declaring functions and variables. Alright guys, keep a note of this. This is very important. Basically it is used to declare a function and a variable. I am going to talk about variables in the upcoming lessons, but not now. So this basically determines the bit pattern and the storage space within your Arduino Mega. So this is how your in the chip what kind of storage space you have, and that's going to define based on the data type you use. So having said that, the data types that we will use in Arduino are like something like the void data type, int data type, the char, which is the character data type, float, double data, unsigned data, long data. There are various types, guys. So I am going to talk about those one at a time in the upcoming videos, slow and steady, so that your foundation is pretty much strong. So let us start with void data type. So the void data type specifies the empty set of values. So let's get into our IDE and I'll show you one by one so that you understand clearly what it means, right? So for example, let me just share my IDE. There you go. All right. So basically what is let me show you an example of void. So the void data type basically specifies the empty set of values, and it's basically only used to declare the functions, right? Nothing else. It will just declare the function. It is used as the return type for the functions that do not return any value, right? For example, let's say int say a equals to 3, right? Semicolon. Now void setup, void setup, like this, and close the function. Now say in a curly bracket I'll just put dot and 2 slash because there is nothing, and then we will have void loop, right? Void loop, like this, and then obviously you will close with a curly bracket, right? You have to open with the curly bracket and close it, and then maybe just the empty data. There's nothing, right? You can just do nothing, just leave it empty. So what happens here is basically you have the void data type which specifies the empty set of values, right? There is no value declared here, right? There is something called int data type. So basically the integer data, int stands for integer. You need to understand this, guys. It's very important. So integer data types are the whole numbers, basically like 1, 2, 5, 3, 10, minus 6, minus 123, etc. Right? So they do not have any fractional part. There is no dot zero kind of thing. Is the full number. All right. So integer data types are represented by int. Okay. It is considered as the most primary data type to store the numbers. So keep a note of it. It's very important. All right. So the size of int is 2 bytes. Okay, 2 bytes, bytes, which is equivalent to 16 bits. Okay, so that is the size which gets stored in your Arduino Mega. The minimum size is minus 32768. You can make a note of it. That's the minimal range, which starts from minus 32768 to positive 32767. or it is also called minus 2 to the power of 15 to 2 to the power of 15. That is the minus to plus range. So in basically in the Mega board and Arduino UNO boards, the INT data types store the value of 2 bytes. Okay, that is 16 bits. So that is the storage value we have, and the syntax which is used is basically INT, right? For example, here let me just delete this and I'll show you. INT say var, that is your variable, is equal to value, semicolon. All right, wherein your var, the var is equal to variable, nothing but it's a variable. Try to understand this. It's a variable, and value is nothing but the value assigned to that particular variable, right? That is how it is. And any variable or identifier basically becomes an integer variable that can hold any kind of integer value. Now how it works? So let's say int say sum equals to 0, like this, okay, semicolon. Now say void setup, open and close parenthesis, and then open the curly bracket, and then let's say serial dot begin with a baud rate of say our standard 9600 and semicolon. Now let's come out of that bracket, the curly bracket. Now let us set up our void loop, and then what you need to set up in void loop, let's close the function with a parenthesis. Okay, in void loop I will open another curly bracket. In the curly bracket I am going to say sum say plus plus, an incremental operator. So basically what happens is on every loop it will basically add 1 to the sum of integer which you declared as 0 at the beginning of the program, right? So now what we'll do, serial dot print ln, what we need to print the sum. Okay, so this will actually print the current state of the sum variable. Okay, and then we will use a delay function. I am going to talk about the delay function at a later stage. For timing, let's say delay for 1500, that is the delay of 1.5 seconds, 1500 milliseconds. Alright, like this. Now let me just compile this program and run it and show it to you. It's a pretty simple and straightforward program, guys. I hope you will understand this very clearly. Now what is the error? Delay. Oh, okay, I did not put a semicolon here. Can you see that, guys? Even a small syntax you will end up with error. Compile. Done compiling without any error, which is good. Let me upload it. Let me upload. Uploading successful. Now let me share the serial monitor with you guys. Alright, there you go. So you can see there's an increment of 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see that, guys. So it's getting into the incremental operator which we use, plus, right? So it will keep increasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, anything above 0. So your code itself we clearly defined, right? So what we need to be doing, so int sum equals to 0, that is what you are declaring, and then at the bottom of the control statement sum plus plus in the loop, void loop, right? So on every loop it adds 1 to the sum, right? So that is how the INT data types works, guys. I hope this is clear to you, and I am trying to give you as simple example as possible. Make sure that your foundations are really strong, because without the basics you cannot get into the advanced level. And this series is specifically designed for a non-tech guys from a non-computer background, and I am trying to guide you guys from the scratch, from the baby spoon feeding level. Alright guys, see you until then. I'm gonna be back soon, very quick. Bye bye.